Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2021 CR 3355, State of Texas versus James Green. We're here today for the plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We are also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 1:02 p.m. on the 27th day of July 2021. These proceedings are official. They're on the record and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court and are instructed not to record the proceedings. If we could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Travis Banks for the state of Texas.
Fernando Trevino for the accused.
Sir, are you the same James Robert Green charged by indictment with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 from 1 to 4 grams? Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
We use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment in this case, sir, and ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
You understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do we waive reading of the indictment?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same and I make it a part of the record. And then Mr. Green, I'm going to go back into share screen again. I'm going to show you a document. It's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. And I'm scrolling down to electronic signature and using my cursor to circle around it. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're telling me two things. One is you understand normally we do pleas live in an open court, but you're consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature here, as well as all of the other electronic signatures of yours in the plea packet before me today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent, make it a part of the record. And sir, we're still in share screen. Let's try a little bit. Let's see if we can do it this way. All right, we're still on share screen. And I'm showing you a document called the Court's Admonishments. I'm going to scroll through several pages, but are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 is electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
Get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and you understand the rights are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
The rights you're giving up is you have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the offense, which is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments. I make them a part of the record. I'm going to go back to share screen. I'm going to show you the plea bargain in this case and ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Electronic signature to the left, I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's no one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. These are your two signatures.
Yes, sir.
This details from you your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I will let you know if you want to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. Punishment will be assessed for 3 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice with a $1,500 fine. There is no application for community supervision or deferred adjudication taken in consideration for dismissals, another indicted felony cause. State, what kind of offense is that?
Sorry.
I'm asking the state.
Your Honor, Berghab.
Furthermore, one of your signatures, the one to the left, waives your appeal. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
It is.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Mr. Green, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
That's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions are filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
There are none.
I do not follow the plea bargain. I will allow you to withdraw the plea and will proceed to trials if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
We'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
Not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense could have serious adverse effects on your immigration status, and I'll note that you certified on the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual and rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
I do believe that.
You believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
He has.
You believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
You gotta go back.
I couldn't hear you.
In my opinion, he is competent.
Sir, to the offense listed on your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Is there any other purpose as to why you're pleading guilty?
No, sir.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
You're going over this case with your attorney. Do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
Yes, Your Honor, state offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
No objections.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea, and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea, and I find you guilty, sir. Counsel, is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, Your Honor.
No legal reason. In accordance with the agreement with the state, sir, I sent you to 3 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and I'll give you credit for time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Taken in consideration is another cause. I'm going to read you the cause number. I'll tell you the offense. And if you plead true, then I dismiss that case. Do you understand the proceedings, sir?
Yes, sir.
And cause number 2021 CR 3354, burglary of a habitation. How do you plead? True or not true?
Not true.
That is dismissed. Sir, this is a plea bargain case where I followed the plea bargain, so you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal on the plea bargain agreement, making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentence?
Nothing further.
Anything else? Mic's off, but I don't.
Sorry, Your Honor, nothing from the state.
All right, thank you, Sage. All right, good luck to you, Mr. Green. That concludes our hearing. We are in recess.